Hi everyone. So I thought I would spend some time sharing some thoughts about assessment. One really important component to a school-wide early literacy model is to have a coordinated, comprehensive assessment system. So all assessment should really be selected and directed towards answering questions. And there are 4 questions or purposes that you need to fulfill with an assessment system in a school-wide early literacy model. So the first purpose is universal screening. This means 3 times a year testing all students for answering the question, which students and which systems are at risk. Universal means all students are participating in this assessment. When it comes to literacy, all students who have reading goals, even as goals on their IEP, should participate in universal screening. It's really important that you choose a screening measure that is predictive of important future reading outcomes. It's not good enough to just categorize students, find out who is low in particular skills, but the assessments have to actually be predictive of who's going to be a skilled reader in the future. That's really important. You want to choose standardized measures and measures that have reliability and validity for your screening assessments. And you also want to make sure that you can screen not just the student, but the instructional environment as well. So you want to be able to aggregate your screening results at the grade level, for example. You also are going to need a second category of assessments called Diagnostic Assessment. This is not for diagnosing disabilities. Diagnostic Assessment answers the question, what should I teach next? So students who you are concerned about, Diagnostic Assessment would be done with some of those students, the ones for whom you're not sure the next step for your instruction. Diagnostic Assessment can be more lengthy. It doesn't need to be standardized necessarily. You're not as interested in a cut score or a prediction of future performance. You're more interested in what exactly can and can't the student yet do. The third category of assessment that you need for a school-wide early literacy model is progress monitoring. So progress monitoring answers the question, is our instruction working? Not did it work, but is it currently working? Or do I need to make a change to my instruction? So progress monitoring should be brief. It should be standardized. It should offer you alternate forms of the same assessments at the same level of difficulty so that you can check in repeatedly on student performance over time and hopefully be able to graph or somehow display student results so that you can make instructional decisions. Should I keep teaching the way that I am, or should I make a change to my instruction? And finally, the fourth purpose of assessment that you need in a school-wide early literacy model are the assessments that we think of as achievement tests or outcome evaluation. These are the comprehensive, lengthy assessments of our standards or objectives for the grade level that tell us if students have achieved what we set out to measure during that grade. So 4 purposes: screening, diagnostic, progress monitoring, and outcome evaluation. And I've given you a couple of criteria for choosing each type of assessment. On the comments on my Facebook page at Stephanie Stoller Consulting, I will link to a place where you can download a tool or a template that I call an assessment audit, a place where you can get a sense of where do you have gaps in your current assessment system or perhaps redundancies. So check it out and send me any questions or feedback as you're taking a look at your assessment system. Take care. Bye-bye.